Let me introduce myself first. I'm a homesteader and I'm a gardener. I have a lot of animals, mostly um, not domestic animals, not pets. I do have a lot of pets, but I have more livestock than pets. Um, Primarily, my joy is animals and gardening. Those two things are just my favorite thing to do. And today we're going to talk about something that I thought about yesterday when I was at the grocery store because I do not grow all my food. I don't. Let me turn this down. Okay. I don't grow all my food, and I know a lot of us are trying to become more self-sufficient, but we can't turn back the hands of time. There are some of us who are doing it. Those of us who live on farms and produce a lot of the food that we digest or we eat. But I'm a realist. I know that I can't grow everything. However, it's getting to the point that we're going to have to, and I'm going to say why we have to. Yesterday, I went to the store, and y'all know I live in the Central Texas area where we had a huge influx of people coming in. Well, although we have, how many grocery stores do we have here? Two, two or more grocery stores, Costco and our local HEB. They have not kept up with the population and the demands of the population in this area. I'm just south of Austin. Yesterday, when I was at the grocery store, there was a man who was looking for some romaine lettuce. And he was like, I can't find it because they made our supermarkets are huge. They're like the size of a super Walmart, the biggest super Walmart. Now we do have a Walmart also, but they're experiencing the same problems. And I'm not sure if this is across the country. The guy was looking for romaine lettuce. And do you know what the lady had to tell him? We don't have any, sir. He had to pick another type of lettuce. And so that's what today's video is about, because a lot of us who watch this channel, or some of us who are aspiring to be gardeners, um, there are things that we could grow, and we do not need a yard to grow them. Lettuce is one of them. Romaine lettuce is one of them. And I thought to myself, this man didn't even, first of all, if he does find it now, he's going to pay a premium. He's probably going to have to buy it in bulk, because if you buy it at Costco, you have to buy 4 heads of romaine lettuce if they have any. Or if HEB didn't have it, the supermarket didn't have it, I don't think Walmart would have it, because Walmart gets wiped up out before the supermarket because the pricing is a little bit less. So there was no romaine lettuce and he didn't get any. He had to pick something else. So I was like, a year or so ago, that would have never happened. Never. We are so used to having whatever we want at the tips of our fingers that it is surprising. And I was a little taken. I noticed that some things are missing though. I noticed it. It's not even the price, it's just that it is not there. They're having it's just they have a lot of stuff in there. Don't get me wrong, it's not an empty store, but some specific items like fresh produce, oh, they run out of that. If you see something, lettuce is, man, that was surprising. Lettuce? Romaine lettuce? And the man looks, he probably wanted to have a Caesar salad or something. It's probably a Caesar salad. And he wasn't gonna get one with romaine lettuce, not that day. How you doing, soul brother? How you doing, official Jamia? Good afternoon. How y'all doing? So there's a way to alleviate all of that stuff. And that's what my video is about today. Because you all know that I planted I planted some stuff that, shoot, first of all, I ain't want to pay for it. All right. Second of all, now I know it might not be there. might not be there. So not everything came up. You remember I picked I did that mixed salad, right? And there it is, right? So we're gonna get those out and we're gonna plant them in these little tubs. I was crunching up some eggshells. I don't think there are any worms in there. This is fresh soil. And I doubled. These are the little tubs that you get from the Dollar Tree for $1.50. They don't cost very much. I doubled them though because they were cracked and I didn't want to take the top one back, and I needed a hole in it anyway. So I was like, whatever. Let me go outside and get one that is not cracked. Hopefully, this one is not cracked. This was outside behind the shed. Um, and I said, well, let me go ahead and do it. Now, I did augment this soil with a little bit of fertilizer because this is a leafy crop and it's going to be in here. It's not going outside. This is not a fall planting. It is a fall crop, but it's not a fall planting. This joker is going to start here and it's going to end here in the house because you don't have to put this stuff outside. You don't. You do it in your on your grow station, which is just a wire rack with some shop lights. Another thing that I saw when I went perusing yesterday, I went to Wally World and I saw shop lights for 30 something dollars. So you don't have to go online to order shop lights. They're about $30 at Wally World. No affiliation, y'all know that. Urban Gardening Chronicles, long time no see. I've been looking for you every Saturday. I look for you. Was it Saturday or Sunday you used to come? I think it's Saturday. Or is it Sunday? It was Sunday. I've been looking for you. There's certain people you look for when you get used to watching them, right? Because she talks about things she talks about things that she's from Canada. She's in Canada, I should say. Um, she talks about things that people don't talk about. She taught me a couple of things. Like if you get fungus gnats, water with the mosquito bits, soak the mosquito bits overnight and water it. She taught me a couple of things that I just didn't know. No gardener knows everything. If they try to make you think they do, beware. Gardener, beware. So I mixed this stuff up, right? I didn't water it in yet. We're going to get our salad mix out. We're going to plant it in these little tubs. I didn't press that soil down either. So I'm taking my knife like we did last time. And I tried to put as much light in here as possible, guys. So excuse me if it's a little dim. I could get better light bulbs one day. So I'm just gonna cut this thing out like a cake, right? I'm just gonna touch all four sides, and then I'm gonna try to scoop it up without breaking it. That is the trick. Uh, no, didn't come out. Okay, here we go. The journey of 1,000 steps. There's a piece of lettuce right there. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little hole, a little divot. We're gonna put it in, and we're gonna put it in the hole and cover it back down. I'm probably gonna put two each, two per row, and then I'll space it out about 3 fingers, right? 3 of my fingers, and put another one. And that's just the way I'm gonna do it. That doesn't make it right. These are a little leggy, but they'll do. I've had um I've had lettuce, bok choy, Swiss chard, collards that have been far worse than this. A lot of brassicas I've had far worse than this, and they did just fine. The thing is, I don't give up. So if something doesn't work out for me, I just plant it again. That's the thing of growing your own stuff. It doesn't hit you in the pocket as bad. It's more forgiving to the pocket if it doesn't work out. So I'm taking 3 fingers, right? I'm put another one here, and I'm gonna close it down. There we go. All right. Let me get another one out of here. Now I did order some arugula and in remembrance of that man from the supermarket. He looked so freaking amazed. That's what it was. That's the word. He was shocked. I was shocked too when she just plainly said, we don't have it, sir. We don't have any more. Wow. We're gonna do all drive from HEB to HEB looking for it. Mm-mm. Unless I mean it might be that important to him. Gas is high. It went down, but it's still high. going to, I ain't going out of town to go get some lettuce unless I mean if you really want lettuce, like that type of lettuce, because they had lettuce, they just didn't have that particular one. 3 fingers apart, put another one right here. Cover it down. I have to water it in, y'all. I didn't put any water in here. Okay, and we got another one right here. Now I have more lettuce than I have trays because I only brought 2 trays with me. And this is just a mixed salad mix. This looked like red lettuce, red versus green. Yesterday I bought some lettuce. I wanted a sandwich so bad, right? Then I looked. I was gonna go to Jersey Mike's, or I don't like Subway too much, but I mean used to go to Subway a lot, and maybe that's why. Maybe it's why I don't want to go there no more because I've eaten so many Subways that it ain't that there's no thrill is gone. Thrill is gone all the way. The thrill is completely gone. So I got 6 lettuce heads right here, right? I got room for about two, I think 6 more. So I'm gonna take these two, right? Put that right there. It says salad. Who's here? Urban Garden Chronicles. If it's Jim can, we can see fine. Thank you, Jamia. Thank you. Um, Urban Gardening Chronicles said Saturdays, but girl, I just got building back my energy. Oh, okay. Well, we waiting on you. It was Saturday at about, I think it was 9 my time, 9 a.m. Central Time. Urban Garden Chronicles can't keep up with content and the garden. I know it's so hard. I'm not out there. There's a heat. Oh, there's a heat wave coming. Now we always got heat down here, right? Always. I had my HVAC service this spring because I had my HVAC go out. I think it was last summer. And if y'all don't know, it gets 100+ degrees out here. I'm trying to come up with I'm trying to come up with alternative methods of cooling down my house, and y'all are gonna see me try to go through it. I've already tried one. I'm following this old veteran who he apparently is up north like in New York where I am. Well, a lot of people don't have no air conditioning, and that's where the heat is going. Y'all gonna get a fan? Go get a fan, y'all. Who is that? Tanya Johnson. How you doing? David Corey with the crop. How you doing? All right, I'm getting this one up. All right. This is summer indoor gardening, y'all. I hear people like I mean, there are people who planning for fall. I think it's too early, but you don't quote me. I might be late because I ain't gonna plant it till the end of July, beginning of August, maybe. Okay, I got two. See that? It's starting to fill in nicely, huh? One more. One more. Uno más. I got a song. It's a Spanish song, and my Spanish is not good. One taramea, Juanita, one taramea, one taramea. I don't even know what this means. Is it Ramona? Wait a minute. I messed it up. Called her Juanita. Let me make sure. Wait. Let me get this out before I stop laughing. Shoot, I don't care. Y'all know I ain't got no shame in my game. Oh man. Just a moment. Wait. Let me pull this up. And then I'll read the chat. All right. So we have 8 of them in here. See that? Now I am going to take my Mexican craft right here that I don't use because I was afraid it had lead in it. You never know. It was not made in the US. And even if it was, I'd be skeptical. So, don't let me drop it. Lord Jesus, this thing is heavy. You can smell the clay on this joker. You know it's natural. It is Pomona. Wait. Are you talking to Ramona? Let me do what I gotta do first. David, you sometimes you throw me off. Okay. What is it? Oh, Jamaica song. What is it? It's all about Romy and his big fat sister Naomi. The two of them claim that they know me. Them arguments throw me, throw me, throw me, throw me. That's an old one. Okay, I'm showing my age. There we go. Yay! I was proud of myself. Okay, pull all this stuff up. Y'all wondering why I got my head tied up? I am dreading my head. Now, some people might say, you shouldn't call it dreads. I have the right to call it dread. My family's Jamaican, all right? Y'all call it what you want. I call it what I want. All right. They're just locks. Whatever. You do what you want to do. You say what you want to say. I say what I want to say. Okay. What was it? David Corey, UB, David Corey, Ramona. Okay. What is it? Robnita. Good evening. How you doing? Urban is saying, what's up? Urban Gardening Chronicles says, I'm like, hey, Jamerica. Ramona Johnson. Oh, Ramona is here. Okay, so I was right. What was it? Forget the song that I was singing. All right. The Spanish song. For John saying, I got a new name now. Laugh out loud. I knew what you meant. Oh, he gave he giving people names now. He renaming people babies. I don't care if you're 100 years old, you still with somebody baby. Urban Gardening Chronicles, laugh out loud. I was just singing that today. What, Romy? What's that other song? About oh gosh, about being nosy, basically. I forget what that song was. It'll come to me hopefully before I get off. Shoot, I'm going back to my roots. My roots. Going to them basement parties in New York. Them illegal ones. Or the parties that lasted 3 days. That's how West Indians party. 3 days, 3 nights, a Friday to Sunday. This party never stopped. Never stopped. You didn't even know it was daylight unless you came outside. You were like, what? It's like being a casino. David Corey said it like Baldyman Davis on Good Times, calling that lady you know no. Oh, Relona. Oh. No, his name was Romy and his sister's name was Naomi. uh, there's another one called Chatty Chatty. She chatty all the time. What is it? She did. It was about a lady who was making trouble, uh, making trouble because she was carrying news. Is that how the Americans say that's because she was, yeah, carry. I don't know how to. I guess that's how what we call it, carrying news, which means you are making trouble and gossiping and one said what telling one person what the other one said. Let me see. Jamerica, you said it. Oh, okay. Urban Backyard kind of champion Bouja was singing that. Also, really? Bougie Bonta. All right. David, Jamerica, pour me a glass of what you had. You got you got me crying. Shoot, I ain't drinking that water. I'm naturally like this. Natural, all natural high. I was born this way. Oh man. Yeah, there was another song. She chatty, chatty, chatty all the time. Miss Miss, oh gosh. I forget what that song was. Man. She just make everybody miserable by carrying news. All right. Here we are. Right there. Ramona Johnson said, New Yorkers party for days. No, them West Indians, man. And let me tell you something. Because I was a kid, I was a teenager, and my family would take me to them parties. They would have food. It was like a basement party. That's why we didn't know what time it was, right? And they'd have a table like the back of the back of the wall will be full of food. Do you know nobody touched that damn food? Nobody. Maybe me. Everybody else is just drinking. Drinking. And nobody I don't remember anybody being drunk. Like you know how people fall down and stagger. I don't remember none of that. I don't remember that. They had high tolerance. Now I'm not saying that all West Indians are like that. I'm just saying my family, the parties I went to and my surroundings was a little bit like that. We didn't party all the time, but when we did, it was days. It lasted days. There were people who had illegal clubs in their basement in New York that I knew. Shoot, they made a good living. I had this one lady that I used to sell Avon, the Avon lady, my mother's stepsister. Tell you the truth, that's the only reason why she could take me anywhere. She would take me, come pick me up in Queens and take me to Brooklyn, and she said, "We're gonna go to my club." I said, "What? All right, all right." Her club was in a basement. She had a duplex, like, and in New York, the duplexes are one apartment on top of each other. Man, them Rasta, they were standing outside. Nobody who wasn't invited could go to them parties, and she would rent out her basement to have parties. What you mean illegal? Okay, all right, house party. How about that? But she was renting it out. She was making people pay to have parties in her basement. I don't blame her. I think she financed. She was rich at the end because she lived to be about 90 years old. That woman was filthy rich. She and her husband, big time money in the United States and big time money in Jamaica behind doing stuff like that. I guess you gotta get your hustle on. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta get your hustle on. Sometimes just having a 9 to 5, because her husband worked for the airlines and then he worked for the post office. But sometimes just having a regular 95 is not enough money. It's not. And they came here from another country, which it made it even harder. And I think they came in their 30s because they came from England. If you don't know, Jamaica used to be a what do they call it? Like Puerto Rico is to us. Jamaica was belonged to um England. So you could travel back and forth to England. I think in 1962, Urban, correct me if I'm wrong, Jamaica got their independence. And still, if you get in a bunch of trouble, you gotta go to England to court. So, but they do have their own money. So there's that too. They have their own money. Because I went to Panama. Panama ain't got their own money. They got our money. Still got the US dollar there. How do I know? Because a lot of Jamaicans, I have family in Panama too. A lot of Jamaicans had to go leave the country, just like my family had to come to the United States. When they were building the Panama Canal, people were dropping off like flies from other countries. So they went to the Caribbean and they solicited a lot of the Caribbean men, a lot, mostly men, because they needed people to dig the canal. There's actually a book on it called Diggers. Man, that was that was bad. And just put it that way. They got paid well. They got paid better there than they would in their in Jamaica or in any of the West, because they went through the West End. It wasn't just Jamaicans that were there. Um, but man, that was hard work. That's all I'm gonna say. Hard work. Well, it wasn't it wasn't so Jamaica got their got Africans got liberated or freed 100 years before the American slaves did. But it was. Mhm. It wasn't just I can't say African Americans because what gets me with that word African Americans is that there are a lot of Africans in Africa who are not black. They're not. They're lighter than me and they got straight hair. So we're using that word always confused me because what do you call a South African who is I know some people call it another name, but I ain't gonna say it. There are a lot of Africans who are not black. So um We, yeah, I know. Uh, But we ain't gonna get into that. We supposed to talk about lettuce. We supposed to be talking about lettuce and how we can't find stuff no more at the supermarket. A lot of people came here for to they say the land of milk and honey, right? And now we can't find lettuce. That's so sad. David Corey, anybody from there is a real anybody from there is a real African American. Yeah. Well, African American, Africa is a continent, right? So I heard there was some people talking about I'm from Africa. I'm like, oh yeah, what part? What country? Because there's a million. That's what Jamaicans say. A million countries there. You gotta tell me what country. And not all of them get along. Some don't like each other. Okay, so here we are. We got another one right here. Not that no, I didn't go to Africa. I haven't been to Africa. I got close. I went to Rota, Spain. That's as close as I got. Nope, I haven't been there yet. I said yet because I will. That's on my list. I don't know what country I'm gonna go to though. Don't know what country I'm gonna go to yet. All right, I'll just wait a couple of years before all this foolishness to die down. I don't want to end up like this, blindfolded. That crap is still happening. We are not. We were not liked. We were not well liked before this, and now shoot, talking about I'm going abroad. Okay, you go on then. Bar Brownie, I just dropped some Grand Rapid. I just dropped some Grand Rapid, and what? Where's some damn glasses? All right, David, you got me. I just dropped some Grand Rapids and Paris lettuce in my hydroponic system. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Paris lettuce. See, there it is right there. These are readers, y'all. I had LASIK during the man, that crap wore off. Don't do it. If you're gonna go ahead and get your eyes fixed, save enough money to go ahead and get cataract surgery. That's permanent. But what I did was temporary, and I ain't gonna spend that money again. I just have to wait until I can get my insurance to pay for it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this after I get these out. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, and I'm gonna try to get them all in here because they are not doing well in these little pods. David. Oh yeah, inside is cool. David said, "Hey Barb, Ramona Johnson. Yes, when went to the grocery store to get some lettuce and they said they didn't have it. Yes, ain't that weird? Oh my gosh. So where am I? Because I ain't used to that in the United States. I've been other places where that has happened, but I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get back home. Can't wait to get back home where I could get what I want when I want it. We are spoiled, believe it or not. We're spoiled. There's another one right there. Because I mean, you should. It was like deer in the headlights yesterday. Because I know I wasn't the only one who heard the little girl. Little girl to me is like 20 years old. Tell him Peach they ain't had no have no romaine lettuce. And the man just stopped like he was a cockroach. You know, a cockroach on the wall. He just stopped and looked at her like deer in headlights. He couldn't believe what she was saying. I couldn't believe what she was saying because it's a big store. And what they do is if they don't have a particular thing, they fill it in with something else. So you would never know unless you're looking for it that it ain't there anymore. For now. Urban Chronicles. It's hot, David, but I am using a shade cloth. They will bolt, but I harvest early when they are small. Yeah, these ain't going outside because this will go straight to seed. That's what bolting means. For those of you all new gardeners, bolting means you plant a brassica or lettuce or something like that. I don't know if lettuce is considered brassica. Somebody tell me. You plant your brassicas, cauliflower, broccoli, spinach. Any of those leafy vegetables that are not made for heat, they go straight to seed or they just die on you. That's what they do. This is what I do. You think you're gonna put me in that heat and you're gonna get away with it? No, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna go through the circle of life quicker than I'm supposed to. That's what it is. That's the end of their life. When they start seeding, putting out seed, unless that's what you want. I didn't want seeds. It happened to me. I had some broccoli that went straight to seed. I have videos on it. And then I tried to make a little video and I told my, well, don't throw your seeds out. If your stuff bolts, your stuff bolts, just go ahead and harvest it. But I was mad because I didn't get any broccoli. I planted all, I had taken up all that space, right? And I think it was early spring about 2 years ago. I had taken up all that space in my garden, right? Planting that stuff for it to go straight to seed. Now I have 4 more plants here, but I'm not going to plant it. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this stuff in. Let me get this. We're going to fill this stuff in, right? And we're going to plant some more lettuce in here because we can. That's what you do. It's called succession planting. And this lettuce is I'll get these 4 out later on. There's 4 of them here. This thing is heavy. There's 4 of them right here. That's lettuce. This is Ford Hook that I'll get out on another sitting. Okay, I'm still trying to hear that song. I don't know if I'm the only one that does this. Sometimes, like when I'm in a good mood, usually when I'm in a good mood, on a bad mood, depending on what I hear songs in my head. I don't know if y'all do that. Not voices, songs. I could play. I don't need headphones. I've always been like that, and and by doing that, I concentrate on what I need to do, and I block out foolishness. Example: yesterday I went to Wally World. Right, Wally World is known to having some terrible people. I hate to say it. And people like, I'm boycotting Wally World. I ain't got a boycott Wally World because I don't go in there much. First, I'm gonna tell you the first thing. So the first thing was I'm walking down. I was looking for a fuse, and I said, well, maybe I could get it from here. And I was walking, and this woman just started looking me in my face. She looked like an old couch that had been left out in the rain. Her face was all splotchy, spotty with brown spots. I looked in her face and I wasn't smiling and I wasn't gonna crack a smile. And I just looked at her and I said, oh, this lady's trouble. Let me just, you know, listen to the music in my head and walk away because I ain't into it. These people are crazy. I had one lady, I had a dress on a couple of days ago, went to the Target, right? You think that's the upper class Wally World. This woman said, oh man, that's such a beautiful dress. Where'd you get it from? And I told her, amazing. She said, oh, I don't give them any of my money. I ain't gonna give them any more of my money. I was like, first of all, you in a freaking Target. You don't think that this is a monopoly? This is not a monopoly. What's wrong with these freaking people? Some of them on medication, I tell you what, and they need to keep taking it. They need to keep taking it so they can leave people the hell alone. You don't know how bad my day was. And sometimes, rarely, I snap on people. I'll be like, what the heck you talking about? Why are you coming my way? Just because I'm 5'4" don't mean I won't go off on you. And then after I go off on them, I'm like, oh, I catch myself because I just snap, right? Because people, the nerve, the audacity. So she said something about my dress, and she looked. I gave it this nasty look because I almost snapped, right? She, like, what the hell is wrong? You trying to shame me for using Amazon, and you in Target? What's wrong with you? So anyway, I gave her this nasty look, right? Because just because I'm little don't mean I don't got bad attitude. And she looked at my face and said, "Oh, I didn't mean anything by that." I'm like, this woman, she needs mental health. She needs help. And I'm having a pleasant day. I'm here trying to shop, get my little stuff and leave. And she comes up to me like I got a target on my back. Shoot. You better leave me. Y'all better leave these people alone. Some of us have bad. You don't know what kind of day everybody's having. Everybody's struggling, worried about crap. And you come in there, Karen and Kevin's. That's what I call them. we had a we had a lady named Karen. God bless her soul, because she passed away. She was one of these environmentalists, right? And I would go into the break room, right? Because we were at the planning and engineering building, right? And I would see someone had taken stuff out of the trash, obviously, right? Taking stuff out of the trash and put the cans, garbage, stuff that had been in garbage on the countertop. Because you could tell somebody had, I mean, it was all nasty looking. They didn't even wipe it off or anything. They put the nasty cans and the recyclables up on our counter where we had to warm up our food. And I was like, who the heck is doing this? Right? Her name was Karen. Karen must have picked up the wrong dumb stuff. Because some stuff, if you go, there are people who go out because they're nature lovers, and I'm a nature lover too. But I ain't gonna picking. I'm not picking through anybody's trash. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not picking through anybody's trash because you don't know why they threw it out. It may be contaminated with something that can harm you. She was not old. She got cancer. And I told my cousin, I said, Karen tried to save the world, but the world couldn't save Karen. Leave stuff alone and leave people alone. You do the best you can for you and your family. Don't go looking for trouble. My God, there's enough trouble without people looking for it. Which reminds me, oh man, I almost had the song. Bring misery. I forget. Anyway, trying to remember the song. So we're gonna take this, right? See that right there? That's where we just got our lettuce, right? I always say leave people alone. That's because I want to be left alone. Some people, like my mama, oh, she was down for it. She was down for it. she, she was my mama, oh my gosh, she was a trip. That's what I'm saying. I would be like, why would you do that? This one lady, this is a little disgusting. We were at Walmart in New York, the one in Nassau County, right? And they're Green Acres, a place called Green Acres, right? So we were in the Walmart there, right? And my mom is a trip. She would be getting on me, and then I would catch her doing stuff that she got on me for. Like, example, I picked something up, right? And I decided I didn't want it, right? So I just put it down wherever I want. She said, "That's why the place is a mess. People like you." Right? Okay. Okay, mama. Right? So I pick it up and I walk halfway through the acre of Walmart there is and put it back where it belongs. I was like, I don't feel like going to the other side of the store, but she done shamed me so bad that I had to go ahead and put it back where it belonged because I was ashamed. She shamed me. Right. Then I catch her doing it. She said, "Well, I'm an old lady and I can't walk that far." Oh my God. I'm in Long Island, New York. So you know where Green Acres is. You're a little bit further out, but it's along the way. It's when you leave Queens and you're heading towards Long Island, Nassau County. So, oh, Nassau County is not a part of New York City. So Long Island is not a part of New York City either. So there's Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Those are the five boroughs of New York City. Long Island is the nice part. No, Long Island is not a part of the city though. They're a county. So I'm putting seeds in. This is This is Paris Island seeds. And I'm trying not to put too much, but I'm failing miserably. This how I end up with a million plant. Okay. So Paris Island, I have trouble with the other ones. The other ones I soak in water, but Paris Island is not one of the ones that gives me any problem when it comes to germination. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna rub them in, right? Just enough for them to stick. Speaking of stick, there's a stick in here. And seed has to land on good ground in order for it to sprout. Y'all know what the Bible says, right? Okay, so I'm covering them up with my finger as best I can, or patting them down, making sure I don't have any on my finger, making sure they're not on the plastic part, right? And where's my spray gun? I don't move the doggone spray gun. All right, I don't know where it is. It's probably looking at me laughing right now. Oh well, I'll find it. I move stuff around. Y'all see that the freezers are over here now. I took that thing, I took that stand and moved it out of my way because I was like, I need the freezers in here. I'm gonna tell you neither another reason why. Because it's getting hot and I needed to have a freezer with ice in it. All it has in there is ice. That's another thing that wasn't at Walmart or any other store that I went to. Ice. Make your own ice, y'all. I took the same tubs, right? These, I washed them and I stuck them in the freezer just in case we have a power outage or my HVAC go out. Because I'm a jerry rig some stuff up and make my own little swamp cooler. Because that's what we call them where I come from. I'll make my own little swamp cooler so that if this stuff go out, because it has went out on me. I tell you, was it last year? I think last year it went out on me, and it was hot as Methuselah in here. I like hot water, but I don't like it that hot. Urban. Let me see. I need to move so I can have growing room. Spider mites took over my seedlings inside. They all got kicked out. Oh, spider mites. Yuck. I pray that don't happen to me. Because I'm trying to grow stuff that I can't grow. And and you, Urban, you have to grow inside. Well, it would be I have to grow inside in the summertime because it's 110 plus degrees out there. Everything eventually is going to be struggling to stay alive. That's why I plant so early so that the plants can have a mature root system, and most of them will make it through this hot, hot. During the day, the garden, with the exception of the sweet potatoes, they're troopers. They could take almost anything. Um, the leaves shrivel, they wrinkle up, they wilt, and then at nighttime they come back out. So I have to I forgot this morning, so I'm gonna have to water this night. Early in the morning, I turn the sprinkler on and I water for about an hour. Now that is expensive, but I'm rationalizing it because first of all, just the prices have went up, but that's not it. You can't find stuff no more. It's not there. It doesn't even matter if you have the money if you can't find it. I did order some of those seeds for that romaine lettuce though. I looked through my lettuce because I was like, I like Caesar salad. I like romaine lettuce. Let me see if I have Caesar. And surprisingly, I didn't have it. I had Paris, I had Grand Rapids, I had what is that, a loose leaf lettuce? I had everything except the one and arugula. I had that. I had everything except the one that I use for Caesar salad. So I ordered some. I ordered 2 packs. They don't cost that much money. As a matter of fact, they cost less planting this stuff, right? Seeds are going to cost you anywhere from 33 cents to about $4 to $5 a pack. When you look at your seeds, you're going to get a minimum, depending on what you order, of 25 to 50, sometimes 100 plus seeds. Lettuce, you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot of seeds because they're small and they don't know. Take this and water it. They don't know if these things are going to germinate, so they give you more than you bargain for. And most of the time, with my luck, they germinate because I spray these jokers like this. I just watered it, right? I'm gonna go through with that spray gun I can't find right now, and I'm gonna spray it every couple of hours. I'm never gonna let the top of this thing go dry. I'm not going to water it to the point where I'm going to get a bunch of mildew on it, but I'm going to keep it moist. You don't want a crust to develop on the top of your seedling tray. You want it to remain moist. See this? Look. See that? See how it holds together? That's what you want. Now, if you overwater, and there's some water on the bottom, just a little bit though, not not all the way to the top. It's about an eighth of an inch of water in this little tray down here. See that? And I say this tray is about an inch thick, so an eighth of an inch. But you want to make sure, but another thing, having water just on the bottom when they're this little is not good enough. You need to water them from the top when they're seeds or when they're babies like this. See how little this is? Although this has the secondary leaves on it, especially when it doesn't have its secondary leaves on it. You need to go ahead and water the top, or at least mist the top so that it doesn't develop that crust like a pie crust on top where it's crunchy crunchy. Keep it damp. That's all I'm saying. So we planted, move this out the way because I don't want to break this. All right. Wait, I put the, oh, and this goes like this. That's how you store that. I love that thing. I got that from, we have markets, Mexican markets, stores, Mexican store supermarkets, and they sell those where the plants, not where the plants are, where the vegetables are, usually on the bottom shelf. And they're way cheaper than buying them online. I think that cost me maybe $18-20 versus me going on Amazon and being double. Let's see, who is that? H2O Savior, how you doing? I'm making you laugh. So there it is. Ah, I remember the song now. Miss Carrie go bring come. Miss Carrie go bring come, my dear. Bring misery. Look that up. You chatty, chatty, chatty. He start talking about her. About her. If she chats all the time and tells and makes a bunch of trouble. And with people like that, they don't realize that they're doing a disservice to themselves as well as everybody else, because then everybody's fighting. And then when you need somebody to reunite with somebody, you can't get them to get along, because sometimes people bear resistance in their heart for the rest of their life, and you cannot change it. You started something, you can't. You sometimes, like, if that's like going to a forest and starting a fire, right? If you let it get out of hand, it only takes one spark. You can burn down the whole forest. Be careful what you repeat. Everything somebody tells you is not meant to be repeat in the interest of keeping the peace. And Lord knows we need more peace right now. Don't tell nobody nothing somebody else told you. Or if you don't want to hear it, especially if they're your friend, tell them, look, I remember this one guy had helped me move, because I moved from one house to another. And this man started talking about this other guy who helped me. There was a whole group of people who helped me move from one apartment. Y'all know movers are expensive, right? And he was getting ready to talk about this guy. And I said, stop right there. I don't want to hear nothing about that man. Nothing. I don't want to hear it. He was mad at me, but I didn't. I don't need to carry that around, because I don't want to. First of all, I was ticked that he thought he had the right to tell me something like that, because he knew that the guy had helped, was one of the people who helped me move it. He definitely wasn't there. And he was going to talk about that man bad in front of me. I shut him down. I said, you could talk about him all you want, but don't talk about him bad to me. Nope. That man was there when I needed help. You weren't. So there we are, right there. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So we have our lettuce planted. I'm put that in the window, and I don't just use the natural sunlight when I put them on the stand at nighttime. I turn those shop lights on until about 1 o'clock in the morning. That's probably that's usually when I fall asleep. When I fall asleep, I shut the lights down, and they get enough light. The ones that are over there, a couple of those bok choy that we planted the other week, they're still there. I think 2 of them passed away. So I have 14. I didn't have 13. I had 14. 2 of them passed away. So I still have a dozen bok choy in there. And I found some more bok choy in my stash right over there. You'll see that? That's right. Well, y'all can't see it. I have more bok choy in my stash, so I'm gonna plant some more bok choy, but I'm gonna use those first. Just like I'm gonna try to use all of these. And whatever I can't eat, if it starts doing the bolty poo, I'll go on the siege, which it shouldn't, because I keep the house at about 75 degrees. I give it to my birds. That's what I do with stuff I don't want no more. I don't let nothing go to waste. I try not to. So let me see who's here. Um, Barb Brown and Jamerica. What is that bin behind you? Y'all know what I do. Excuse me. That's what you get for being up here. That's what it is. Y'all know. I ain't putting any more on my. This one was. I hope you survive, honey. This one I put down boric acid because it's been raining. Bugs has been coming in, right? And this one was trotting through the boric acid. Aren't you, honey? So I won't be surprised if I see it. But it's cute, isn't it? Look at it. Look. It's barred rock. I think it's barred rock and oh, what's that other bird? Brahman. Branham. Here it is. Like it? Like it poo? Yeah, they're cute when they're little. Till they fly out of the doggone bin. Tracy, how you doing? Tracy 5D 9W. So that's what's behind me. So we have done what we come to do, as usual. Got them planted. It's not too late. It's never too late. And there, you don't have to go with the seasons. Well, for some things you don't, because if you're growing pumpkin like I'm trying to do right now, uh, that you don't grow that in your house. By the way, those pumpkins that I have growing out there, they're green pumpkins, right? You know, the biggest one right now that I can see is this big. Those came from green pumpkins I bought from the supermarket in October. A lot of stuff we buying, a lot of seeds we're buying, we get for less money. Like, and I got this from somebody else. This. How many corn kernels is on this joker? 100, 200? There's a guy on YouTube who's drying the kernels out, planting them, and growing his own corn. I was like, I'll be doggone. I've been spending all this money and getting like 10 seeds per pack. When I get look how many kernels is on that. I ain't eating this corn. It was 33 cents for this little corn. They used to be bigger, but that's okay. Everything's getting smaller or it's not big. It's not there at all. Look at this little corn. Corn used to be bigger than that. Anyway, I'm gonna let it dry out. I'm gonna pick the corn kernels off, make sure it's super dry, and then I'm gonna use it to plant corn because he did, and it's working for him. The things we don't know, the things that we buy seeds for, ridiculous. We are being taken advantage of. I tell you that. Taken advantage of. All right, let me see what's going on. Barbrani, he has been trying to fly out while you were talking. He ain't learned his lesson. That boric acid. First of all, before I turn on the camera, right? I gave them food because I said I don't want them to give me a bunch of problems. So I put some food in there, some fresh water with some vinegar in their water, right? And they hear chirp, 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 chirp. From a different location because they're all in here, so they should all sound like the sound should sound like it's coming out here. No, I hear chirp, 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 chirp. So I look behind the doggone freezer, and there he is, feet planted in boric acid. Planted. I said, "Oh no." So I took him out and I put him back in there. After I wiped his feet off, I didn't want him to contaminate the rest of the birds or her feet off. I don't know what's what until they get old enough to crow. You know how many birds I've sold to people? They call me back up and they say, excuse me, Miss Jamerica, you just sold me a rooster and I can't have a rooster. And I just said, okay, okay, meet me somewhere. I'll give you a hand. Because I ain't like that. I didn't mean to give him a rooster. It was a mistake. I ain't good at sexing them. I'm not good at sexing them at all until they get old enough to have a red face. And even then, some hens have red faces. So anyway, I make mistakes all the time like that. Anyway, this is Jamaica. Oh, let me look see. Tracy Ford 4D9W. I'm getting ready to play in the dirt. Yay. Yeah, look at me. These hands never get clean. After all, they don't get clean unless you wear gloves. So we planted our loose leaf lettuce and we planted our grand rabbits, which you can't find, you plant. Whatever you can't find in the supermarket, you go ahead and plant and don't wait till you need it. All right, y'all. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life, and this is the planting of the things that are disappearing from the supermarket. Lettuce of all things. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all take care and happy gardening. Hey, make sure you get a fan because the heat wave is going and it's going northeast. Bye, y'all.